Good evening, viewers. Welcome to today's edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 3 space infrastructure projects in Kerala, reveals names of 4 astronaut designates selected for Gaganyaan mission. Meghalaya CM ensures safety and security of interstate border populace. Rupees 5 crores and 50 lakhs sanctioned for implementation of Chief Minister Youth Development Scheme during 2023 to 2024. Opposition stages walkout in Meghalaya Legislative Assembly in protest against the alleged non-adherence of the rules of the House. GHADC staff begins 3-day strike against the delay in clearing pending salaries. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visited the Vikram Sarabhai Space Centre VSSC in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, and inaugurated 3 important space infrastructure projects worth about 1,800 crore rupees. These projects include the PSLV integration facility at the Satish Dhawan Space Centre, Sriharikota, the new semi-cryogenics integrated engine and stage test facility at ISRO propulsion complex at Mahendragiri, and trisonic wind tunnel at VSSC Thiruvananthapuram. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on Tuesday assured safety and security of people residing along the interstate border with Assam. Sangma said this replied to a 0-hour notice moved by UDP legislator from Nongpo, Miralbon's aim on the poster campaign by a Hindu radical group asking missionary schools across Assam and few of the interstate bordering areas to stop using educational institutions for religious purposes. The Chief Minister said the superintendents of police and the DG will be informed to carry out patrolling to ensure people have a sense of confidence that they will be with them or protect them if any situation is to happen. The Chief Minister said that he is in continuous touch with the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, and the Chief Secretaries of the 2 states are also in constant touch with each other. Minister in charge Revenue and Disaster Management Kirman Shila, while replying in the Assembly on Tuesday, said 2,426 people and organizations were allotted land as revenue land. Opposition VPP legislator from Nongkrem, Arden M. Basayaumot, questioned how can people from Bangladesh sell away the land in Rinja provided to them during the 1971 Liberation War. Basayaumot also asked if any revenue land has been allotted to members of the August House or their relatives. The minister said there is no information on this. Leader of opposition Ronnie V. Lingdo sought to know whether any revenue land is being alienated due to illegal encroachment. In his reply, the minister said that there are some people who are trying to encroach and have gone to the court, but we stick to our stand that these lands belong to the government.
Is there any land that has been allotted to member of this August House or relative of the member of this August House?
Whenever we allot any land to any person, provided he has all the documents required, and then we follow all the rules as per guided by the Land Transfer Act. So if the person, for us, we don't have any notice knowing that a person is belonging to the family of the August House, but for us, our concern is that whenever we transfer any land or lease the land, it has to be proper guided by the Land Transfer Act, sir.
So may I ask from the Honourable Minister, are there any land, revenue land, being encroached illegally by illegal, settlers?
It comes to any encroachment by individuals to the revenue land. So then the procedure needs to be followed. It goes to the court, and if the court give the orders that this land belongs to them, then we have no claim. But most of the time from our side, sir, we make sure that none of our land, especially the government land, will go to the individuals without having a proper documents. And we make sure, sir, that we'll protect our land, not only the government land, even the scheduled land. That is our priority, sir.
Sports Minister Shakliar Wardri on Tuesday informed that an amount of rupees 5 crores and 50 lakhs was sanctioned for implementation of Chief Minister Youth Development Scheme during 2023-2024. He informed that rupees 30 lakh is being allocated to the Deputy Commissioner of Shillong and Tura, respectively, while rupees 17 lakh each for the remaining 10 districts. Congress legislator from Mauhati, Charles Marngar, asked if the government has any intention to review the allocation of funds under the scheme as per constituency-wise. The minister said that allocation of fund is based on the number of organizations or clubs registered with the Deputy Commissioner and not constituency-wise.
50 lakhs only was sanctioned for implementation of Chief Minister's Youth Development Scheme during the year 2023-24.
May I know from the Honourable Minister in charge, Sports and Youth Affairs, how much fund allocated to each district?
Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, the fund allocated to each district is to the DC of Shillong and Tura, so it's 30 lakhs. And the remaining districts, sir, I think it's about 17 lakhs, sir.
The opposition in the Assembly on Tuesday staged a walkout as a mark of protest against alleged violation of rules. Raising a point of order during the last day of the budget session, opposition Congress legislator from Umsning, Celestine Lingdo, said that the statement of the Chief Minister, Conrad K. Sangma, who is also in charge of finance, that voting on demand for grants that was done on last Friday was for supplementary demand, is absolutely wrong, since the supplementary demands were done on February 21st. He said, if voting for demand for grants can be done before the Finance Minister's reply, then the reply of the Finance Minister at the end of the budget discussion becomes redundant. He said, if the House is not following the rules, what is the point for them to sit and listen? Terming the opposition's action as unfortunate, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said the opposition members are making issues out of something where they themselves were part of the decision when the House accepted the calendar proposed by the BAC. The State Cabinet on Monday approved the draft Meghalaya Power Policy 2024. Addressing media persons, Power Minister Abu Tahir Mondal said the Cabinet has discussed thoroughly and has approved the new power policy. The policy is aimed at improving the operational efficiency of the existing power plants and the generation utility as a whole. It also aims to build, maintain and operate an efficient, coordinated and economical transmission system, to improve the distribution system and reduce the system losses, and to make the system user-friendly for the public, right from billing, complaints of electricity, etc.
The Cabinet has agreed the new power policy. This component is same. Some new addition is there, as you are aware that our earlier power policy was not having anything called palm storage project. We have a little bit changed the criteria for solar energy as per the requirement of our renewable power purchase obligation. And then we are also encouraging the investor to come to the state so that new power projects come. These are the basic things that we have added.
8 to 10 years or so, because these some of the projects are long gestation period projects, especially the hydro part. It requires a lot of environmental clearances and all those things. We for ourselves have set up some targets, like for example, in terms of hydro, the additional capacity, we have kept a target of around 300 megawatt. Part of it we are targeting through the second phase of Mentri to Leshka, of which the TPRs are almost towards the finalization, and with this policy we now aim to find out a prospective partner if the state government is not taking it on its own. This policy gives the flexibility to the state government to get partners or the joint ventures either with the central PSU or any other private player who gives the best deal as per the norms of this policy.
After waiting for weeks to get a commitment from the authorities on their pending salaries and with no positive response forthcoming, hundreds of employees of Garo Hills Autonomous District Council staff began 3 days of strike from today. Under the aegis of the Nongazetted Employees Association, the employees gathered at the Tura Government College field in Tetengaja to launch the protest. The organization are ready to meet with the council authorities if called for talks to resolve the matter. The employees will hold the sit-in demonstration from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 3 consecutive days. Meghalaya Chief Secretary D.P. Walang inaugurated the Financial Literacy Week with the theme Make the Right Start, Become Financially Smart at Taj Vivanta, Shillong. As part of the Financial Literacy Week activities, RBI Shillong would disseminate the information and create awareness amongst various bank customers and public through a series of financial literacy camps, TV ads, radio jingles, posters, etc. RBI Shillong has planned to conduct extensive financial literacy camps across all 12 districts of Meghalaya during the week, and the messages would also be displayed at various bank branches, ATMs, bank premises, etc. The FKJGP Lai Ling Do area unit, along with the Nongstoin Circle, conducted a site inspection on February 26 at the construction site of a road in Nongklau, Nongstoin, West Khasi Hills, and has demanded its completion. The road was sanctioned by the PWD department before the KGP's Synod Sepni held at Nongklau Presbyterian Church. During the inspection, the FKJGP found that the construction was abandoned and had not been resumed after the church service. The Federation questioned why the construction was stopped despite being sanctioned for construction, including metalling and blacktopping. The headman of Nonglwai village, George Kharbani, demanded that the PWD department should return the donated land if they cannot complete the road construction.
Kasino ng Klaw lang ba kanika sino makayang lang dan to kanong luway tu aga ba pat kasurok ka ba nostalgia matopada te halor jong kanega surok nilayo ka RTI na po jong ka department PWD padadin ba yo RTI ng sawan ban pej ban jengok ngilap kumde bat hadin kaneng sa lajak penduk biang apo jong ka office ba kinsim kia ban pendap no ya kaneka surok lada kadai na kamta ka jong mentoi jong imlang salang sang ba snano ndrei lada dei tang na benta ka jingesang snat semha pan aina ya ka keep dits ya ka lan keep dits lani ka jing ai subha jongi trash nam ya ka ni khandau.
The Ribhoi People's Council RBPC and the Meghalaya People's Social Organization MPSO today urged the Chancellor of the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya USTM on concerns over the employment recruitment practices within the university. The RBPC and MPSO voiced their apprehensions following complaints from numerous youths in Meghalaya over the exclusive advertisement of job vacancies in Assam-based newspapers, despite the university being situated within Meghalaya's jurisdiction. During their visit to the university, leaders of the two organizations urged the Chancellor, M. Hawk, to ensure that future job advertisements are also published in Meghalaya newspapers to provide equal opportunities to local candidates.
The construction. The court recruitment of the positions of pair of difficulty. The Hakatuka interview, ka walk-in interview ko ba kiki court. Kam shumladon kano ka advertisement haki print bat ki electronic media naka jala jungi kam tamna pori district. The Hakatuka ka interview ka ba ngiyo mangi kalong baki WhatsApp ya katuka kot kubor ka baki kot ya ka interview ka din asam te hadin bangi la pasyang ban wat jingti wat benia nakilat patai kubor jong gajela kamtam na po Riboy district te ngilap bat ngisham ba omdan batip omdan babna te ka jingkeli jong kaseng kalong ba lada ki kot ya ki interview bat lada ki sam lagi jongi ki ba wat kam kim yu ajing tip lani kim long inform te kumno ki wan ban apply kum ki candidate ki aspirational candidate kumno ki wan ban apply lada ki kim tip but pada kali yang chancellor ka basung tunat long kalong ba upudiang ya kita ki idea jongi kan habingi ai jemut ya upudiang but yakinu ki shol ki balong official jong ka USTM da ki local product te kita ki lai tili ki mat ki ba ni wan ikinu yu chancellor mtakasi.
Now the weather report. Maximum temperature was recorded at 18 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature at 7.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 40%, which rose to 45% in the evening. Forecast: dry weather and shallow to moderate fog is likely to occur at isolated places. Before we end this news bulletin, let's have a look at headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 3 space infrastructure projects in Kerala, reveals names of 4 astronaut designates selected for Gaganyaan mission. Meghalaya CM ensures safety and security of interstate border populace. Rupees 5 crores and 50 lakhs sanctioned for implementation of Chief Minister Youth Development Scheme during 2023 to 2024. Opposition stages walkout in Meghalaya Legislative Assembly in protest against the alleged non-adherence of the rules of the House. GHADC staff begins 3-day strike against the delay in clearing pending salaries. And that's all we have for you today. Do join us again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good evening ahead.